What up, you nerds? So we've covered the maps Breakaway and Discarded here on the channel, so now it's time to move on to the next map, and that's going to be Kaleidoscope. So without further delay, let's get it. So Kaleidoscope takes place in Songdo, South Korea, and from what I've gathered from the interwebs, the full name of this city is actually the Songdo International Business District, or Songdo IBD. It's considered a smart city that's been built from scratch on 1,500 acres of reclaimed land along Incheon's waterfront, 19 miles southwest of Seoul, South Korea, and connected to Incheon, I'm just going to say Incheon, International Airport by a 7.6-mile reinforced concrete highway bridge called Incheon Bridge. We know that there will be multiple gates and bridges that we will be able to control in this map thanks to Dan Berlin on the battlefield briefing. Continuing though, along with Yongjong and Cheongna, butchered the shit out of those, I'm so sorry. It is part of the Incheon Free Economic Zone. The Songdo International Business District will feature the Northeast Asia Trade Tower, G Tower, and the Incheon Tower. Schools, hospitals, apartments, office buildings, and cultural amenities are to be built in the district as well. They pay homage to New York City's Central Park and Venice's waterways. Those will also be incorporated into this so-called smart city. This 10-year development project is estimated to cost in excess of $40 billion, making it one of the most expensive development projects ever undertaken. By its completion date in 2015, the district was planned to contain 80,000 apartments, 50 million square feet of office space, and 10 million square feet of retail space. The 65-floor Northeast Asia Trade Tower became South Korea's tallest building after it was completed. This city has computers that have been built into the houses, streets, and offices as part of a wide area network to progress that smart city logic they've got going on. The Songdo IDB was part of former President Lee Myung-bak's effort to promote green and low-carbon growth as an avenue for future development after 60 years of reliance on export-oriented manufacturing. The nation launched a $38 billion economic stimulus package in January 2009, with over 80% of the total earmarked for green investment. So, sorry that I butchered the shit out of all of those names. I don't know how to say them correctly. If y'all do, make fun of me in the comments. Do it. But that is a short rundown of the background behind this map. If you guys would like to read more about it, then check the video description for the link. Now for what DICE has to say about Kaleidoscope, as well as some other bits of info we've gathered from trailers and Battlefield Bulletin, as always, over on Twitter. And yes, there will be a link to his Twitter in the description box, so go give them a follow. Okay, so as usual, the main Battlefield 2042 page has this to say. Kaleidoscope, Songdo, South Korea. In a state-of-the-art metropolis in South Korea, zipline between skyscrapers and fight among the plazas surrounding the city's iconic data center. Okay, so that's what DICE has to say about Kaleidoscope, and we know that this map is in fact the smallest map in BF 2042 thanks to the image on screen now. You can see that it's a little bit bigger than Rotterdam from Battlefield 5, which if you've played Rotterdam, you'll know it's a decent sized map. It's not super huge. Thanks to the urban combat that is in that map, it's not so open and it doesn't feel like it's very, very large. So Kaleidoscope being a little bit bigger than that is probably a good thing. First time we get to see this map is during the reveal trailer, and we see a look at what I think will be the dead center of the map with some explosions going on, and then it jumps to the scene with the robot dog landing in, and then it runs through what looks like a subway station. Now Songdo actually has a subway for its residents to ride, and it has 6 different stations with a 7th being built this year. So I don't know about y'all, but this is giving me some hardcore Metro vibes and kind of telling me that this area will be popping with some CQC battles. Most of the map looks vertical and open, so a nice little bit of CQC would be awesome. Moving along though, we fast forward to the last couple minutes of the reveal trailer, and this is where we get a really good look at this map. It starts off with the typical battlefield chaos and destruction, and we see a lot of infantry fighting amongst each other and explosions going off. We can clearly see that aircraft will be on this map, as well as tanks and transport vehicles, since we can see a fighter jet crashing into the ground right here and another one flying through the smoke and fire created from that explosion. We also see a couple of helis flying in the background, and thanks to Battlefield Bulletin and Dan Berlin, we know that Kaleidoscope will have a building described as a disinformation hub with multiple floors. And I personally believe that this building right here is that hub that Dan Berlin has mentioned in the Battlefield briefing, but this is, you guessed it, my highly uneducated opinion. But we can see what looks like stairs leading to an entrance if we pause the trailer just right. Like I said though, just my guess and not confirmed. Carrying on, we see more infantry, more vehicles, and that's right, more explosions. And then all of a sudden, bam, we get this big ass bolt of lightning striking down, and the players see a massive tornado that is there to pull them in and throw them across the goddamn map. They all make like mad lads and start running. Joke's on them though, that tornado is there to shit all over them. It pulls a bunch of them in, destroys some skyscrapers that are in its way, and sucks up a tuk-tuk that is trying to escape. We see a specialist that we know is codenamed Sundance from the jump from the tuk-tuk and wingsuit her way to safety in the most unrealistic fashion. Dan Berlin has confirmed that this tornado, as well as the other weather effects, will be random and unpredictable. That includes all of them on all the different maps. They may show up or they may not. They won't be on a scripted pathway either, and they can enter in random locations, and they will be in Breakthrough. This map was actually not showcased at all during the gameplay reveal, and I've been unable to find anything showing how many sectors will actually be on Kaleidoscope. So, judging by the size of this map and the fact that it's smaller than Hourglass, which was the map used in the gameplay reveal, it will have 5 sectors. So we can assume that with Kaleidoscope being much smaller, it'll have probably 3 to 4 sectors. My guess is 3. Hourglass has 5, like I said, and it's much, much bigger. So I think that's a safe assumption. Let me know down below how many sectors y'all actually think will be on this map though. All right, Battlefield fangirls, that's all she wrote for this one. Let me know your thoughts on this map in the comments. Like I said, let me know how many sectors y'all think it will actually have. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, like if you did, dislike if you didn't. Sub if you're new, and hit the bell if you do. Thanks for watching, and I hope y'all have a kick-ass day.